Thank you for staying with us. This is Good Morning Kenya. My name is Mike Migu. And now we shift conversation and talk about Public Service Superannuation Scheme. And in studio, I'll be having this conversation with Dr. Jonah Aiyabei, who is the CEO of Public Superannuation Fund, and also Cavin, Anyuor, who is a trustee. Gentlemen, karibuni sana.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Very well.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Now, let me start with you, CEO, Mr. Aiyabei. What is Public Service Superannuation Fund?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Public Service Superannuation Fund is a pension scheme which provides retirement benefits or cutters for the members of that retirement benefit scheme who are the teachers, the discipline service, employees of the National Youth Service, and civil servants. So it's a pension scheme for public servants, just to put it like that. Yes.
All right. What about its structure?
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, the way it has been structured is in tandem with its establishing law. We operate under a Public Service Superannuation Act of 2012. And within this act, we are actually registered with the Retirement Benefits Authority. So by extension, we comply with the Retirement Benefits Authority, Retirement Benefits Authority Act. So that's how it's structured. And so we have the RBA guidelines that gives the direction on what needs to be done for a pension scheme. The way it has now been structured is that we have a board of trustees who are basically the owners of the assets that we are managing. And all this membership of the scheme contributes to the scheme, to the fund. Once this contributed there, the owners on behalf of the members are what you call the trustees. So in terms of the regulatory and the functional structure, we have the trustees at the apex of the running of this scheme. And from there, we have the secretariat who supports the trustees on a day-to-day functioning to ensure that they achieve the mandate of the establishment of the scheme. Core in the functioning of a pension scheme basically is the membership. We are collecting contributions, we want to invest them, and eventually give a decent payment on exit to the members once they get their retirement. We have quite a number of other service providers that come on board to support, including the administrator, we have fund managers, we have custodians who give us advisory on a day-to-day basis to ensure that we administer the scheme effectively and in an optimal manner to give the return that is decent to the members when they exit employment. Yes.
Mr. Cavin, talk about the membership now. What numbers are we looking at? And what role does this scheme play in the entire benefits, retirement benefits industry?
Thank you very much. The PSS now has a membership of around 430,000 members. Like my CEO has said, this is a scheme that is composed of teachers. And these are teachers who, as at 1st January 2021, were aged below 45 years. The rest of the teachers, of course, are transited in the free pension that is paid by government. But any teacher who was in service as at 1st January 2021 and was below 45 years joined the pension scheme, which is a contributory scheme. And any other teacher who has been employed subsequently from 1st January 2021 also joins the scheme. So in terms of the teaching workforce who are members of the scheme is around 250 teachers. We have police officers, again, of the same age group. If you are 45 years and below, as at 1st January 2021, and you are a police officer in service, you join the scheme. The same with the employees in the civil service who are of that same job group. So the membership, as we speak today, is about 430 members composing the teaching service, the National Police Service, the public servants, and officers from the National Youth Service. So the membership, if I answer your question, is 430,000 members. So it is a big scheme.
Yes.
It's one of the biggest schemes in the country. And as a board of trustees, we are putting in place enough governance structures to ensure that at the end of their term of office, our members will have a peaceful life, enjoy their retirement, and we will ensure that we secure their future.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mr. CEO, Jonah, you said this scheme was enacted in 2012, but it was operationalized in 2021. What took it so long to be operationalized?
Yeah, very right. I mean, the Act came into force in 2012. That was the enactment of the Public Service Superannuation Act. And you are right, it was not only until 2021 that it was operationalized. Anything new and change in any context or any environment is not easy. There is a lot of consultation that was required to the stakeholders. As you have heard from my colleague, the trustee here, we have quite a number of stakeholders who have interest in this scheme. So to transition from a non-funded scheme to the one that you have to contribute, and the risk of investment is really on that member, required a lot of consultation. The other thing was, of course, the sponsor of the scheme, which is the government of Kenya, required a substantial amount of time to, of course, prepare budgetary provisions. Remember, the previous civil service pension scheme was non-contributory. It was not funded. There was no fund to operate. The members, when they exit, used to be paid using the exchequer or funds from the consolidated fund. But with the coming of this, government required to set aside and be bold to set aside some contributions that it will make to the members. So currently, of course, with the coming of this funded scheme, there was need to define how much the members of the scheme will be contributing and how much the government will contribute. So such processes takes time, takes consultation, convincing, and of course public participation, and that's what it took a little bit longer to bring it on board. But yes, we can celebrate that it's a transformational move in the pension industry by the commencement of this scheme, which one can say took a little bit longer, but better it has started than having waited longer than that.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Cavin, how, given the level of membership that you have, how is this superannuation scheme contributing to the Kenyan economy?
Yes, that the scheme, like I said before, is huge. And we collect contribution from members and from the sponsor, that is the national government. And the contribution comes in on a monthly basis. And it is some good amount of money. The role of the board is to invest this money and invest it well and ensure that there are returns on investment. So the Board of Trustees, of course, on the advice of different service providers and the technical advice from our secretariat, this money is invested in different investment destinations. And once you invest the money, either in equities or in government bonds, the multiplier effect on the economy is felt across the board. And the investment portfolios are designed in a manner that they align to the government transformation agenda. They align to the national policies of government. And they also align to the now bottom-up economic transformation agenda, so that we ensure that the funds are not just sitting idle. The funds are used in the economy, and as you invest this money in the economy, the multiplier effect is felt across the board. So we have different portfolios that the money is being invested in, and we ensure that at the end of the year, the returns on the investment is also reinvested to get members a good returns at the end of the year. So it plays in the economy, it plugs in the economy, and the investment decisions are made purely based on the returns that this investment will give the scheme. And we align our investment to the non-risky areas of investment, so that members of the scheme are secured, their future is secured, and also the economy of the country is improved through such investments.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And let's take a short break.
Yes.
And when we come back, I'll want to find out, is PSSS the same as NSSF? So that is a question that we are going to go to once we come back from this short break.
Thank you.